Today I'm going to be taking a look at two humidifiers that, well, one for my kids' room, one for my bedroom, and see how they work out. The first one is this Homedics, don't know how they're pronouncing it, but they're rating it good for a 607 square foot room, whether that's bedroom or anywhere else. It's got UV cleaning technology, so it will reduce bacteria growth. It says it on the box. Smart digital thermostat. It's got the dispenser right there, easy to fill, 12 to 20 or 120 hours, and little remote control. And it's got the essential oils tray if that's something you're into. I'm personally not going to be using that way. 5 mist settings, a night light, auto timer, the box. So we ended up buying this one from Costco. Saw some mixed reviews online, but so far it's working really well. We've had it for a week at this time. Let's take a look at the thermostat itself. So one of the first things about this thermostat, it has this little, I don't even know what to call it. I'm going to call it like a filter. It's not a filter because it's just sitting in the tank, but it needs to sit for around 10 minutes. I was about to say 10 hours. That'd be really long. And it just lives inside there for when you're ready to go. It's no time. Don't put essential oils. And this is the water tank. So it was like 2 gallons or something like that. And it lasts about 2.5 days of constant running at its highest steam setting. It's got these 2 little nozzles. They're fine. It can be rotated so that you can have it disperse however you would like. And so that's kind of interesting. So you can have it do like one off to the sides and like better dissipation throughout the room. Kind of your choice there. I personally think I'd line them both up, and I'll get into the reason why in a second. And it does have a disclaimer on it. If you've got particularly hard water, to use filtered or distilled water. My water is medium, so I actually have been doing about 1/3 of it filtered, and then the other half from the tap, just so it reduces the amount of buildup it gets. If you're wondering, on this channel, I had a previous humidifier, the choo-choo train looking one, and that one, the cable, so we're connected into the back of the housing, that broke, like sheared off. So it lasted almost 4 years. So, that's the expectation here. Anyways, we got the bottom of it. This is where the mist, so you got the little ultrasonic thing right there. It vibrates into this chamber, and then air is pushed up via that into here, and then it rides up through the nozzle, up, it's hard to see, up that inner tube, and then right off the top. Very simple and streamlined design. It's got the 2 lights, or the 2 light housings, the diffusers right there. This is the sensor so that when it's pressed in, the water can come out, yada, yada, yada. It's pretty basic there. So on the inside here, it's got a float. So this is what tells it when the water is at the right level, if it's below a certain level, so it shuts itself off. 1, 2 lights. Pour water out to the side. Talked about the fan. Here's the front. We got the on button, change mist setting, the light, auto settings. If you want to set its humidity level, so it'll actually monitor the room's humidity if you want to use it that way. Personally, I haven't. I just set it at a level and let it run. And then this allows for hot mist, which I think is actually kind of cool because there are scenarios where you want hot mist as opposed to just the ultrasonic cool mist. Around the back, click, click, and we got the essential oils, and this is the air intake for the fan. I haven't disassembled this thing yet. I'm not sure I will. I have found its noise profile to be perfectly fine. Maybe some more air gaps in there. If the fan starts to rattle or anything like that, I may take it apart and see what kind of fan is in there and determine if I want to swap it out with the Nocto fan or a Nocto fan that I have in my house. Probably a small diameter one. Would need to determine what size it is. It comes with a remote. It works well enough. I've actually dropped it in the water a couple times while dumping this because it comes on this little housing. I forgot it's on there. That's funny for me. All right, let's set it all up. All right, it's plugged in. Here's the remote. It's just waiting on the water level. So that's all the sound that it makes. It's very quiet. So again, we can do heat. We change the water vapor setting. Auto, get a little bit of light. It's not super bright. You can turn off the front display, which is great for the night light. For the kids' room, see, setting it to different percentages. Or just off. I prefer just off and let it do its own thing. And there's the mist. So it dissipates fairly well, but to assist it, I have a little nocturnal fan. It's not plugged in right now. But I put behind it and it just helps it spread more efficiently across the room. But this is how it works. And adding the nocturnal fan adds very little additional noise while allowing the mist to spread much more effectively throughout the room. All right, let's jump to the other humidifier. And now here's the anti-gravity water drop humidifier. I thought it just kind of looked cool, which is why it spoke of interest. This doesn't have that UV thing and other stuff, which I think is the main advantage for the other design. But it apparently was, oh, if awarded. It has a sticker here, if it's awarded a design award. Okay, what's underneath this? Let's take a look. All right, what does that say? 4-hour power off protection, if awarded. Oh my gosh. That's not a good sign. Makes you wonder what they're actually doing. Would have liked to have known that before I bought it. Well, that's why I'm making these videos, I guess. Let's see, droplet backflow, ultrasonic mist, intelligent anti-dry protection. That just means it doesn't dry out to break itself. Dual mode humidifier, constant water adding. And let's take a look. Well, there it is. It's very light in weight. Little USB-C plug. And we do see that. So that's actually kind of cool. So that USB-C is actually kind of cool. On the bottom, you just got some rubber pads on it. Let's see, it's got some product naming information on it. Let's see. Open. I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed. Looks like it's just a twist. Here, we got the instruction manual right there. Feel it all. There's probably, like the other humidifier, like every week or so needs to do a deep clean, deep dry out. And then like every day if you keep it filled, it's probably more or less just fine. Okay, so to get it open is actually pushing it, not twist. So it's lined up, click, and then push, and it separates. Here's a little water tank. It's got that. In here, you got, what we're looking at. Somewhere in here, we gotta have a water sensor. Must be built into there somewhere. There's a little hole for water droplets. There's the light and Mr. coming at the top, and we got the power button on the top. I did not talk about that before. Let's go ahead and plug it in. All right, this is it working. Got a little bit of mist coming right at the top. And so there's a light bit of mist there, and I'm really sorry if the lights strobe, and the reason that you're seeing this flicker is because the strobing effect is not at the same rate as the camera. Visually, I can see a little bit of a flicker, but it isn't that strobe. I'm sorry, seizure warning. But basically it's flickering the lights, so it makes it look like even though the water is actually flowing in one direction, it's flowing up because it's flickering at the right rate. Depending on who you are and how your eyes work, this might actually like has a seizure or something. It looks cool. However, I'm gonna say that that's a, it's a dumb gimmick. I was actually, when I saw the ad for it, I was like, is it just gonna do water droplets going down and make it look like it's going up? Nope, it's got that. So I am also filming during the daytime, so it's not the greatest in terms of lighting, but it's very bright. I would say that this is actually too bright for a child's bedroom to be a nightlight. Personally, I'm of the mindset a little bit on the dimmer side. So you can turn off the flicker effect and you're left with just that. Just water running down and a little housing, cool mist coming out the top, which means it probably got some kind of pump going up one of these arms, which is what we saw down below. Okay, pressing it, nobody shuts it off. Oh, so one press turns on the flicker. Second press, no light, makes it look normal. Third press turns it off. It's fine. So let's see. I hope you heard the sound level for it. It's fine. Personally, I think I get a real one as opposed to something like this. All right. Well, with that, thank you for joining me on Computer Tech and More. If it was me buying a humidifier from the kid and keeping one, it's definitely this one so far, or one that has both this warm and cool mist capability. Warm and cool mist capability. I think I really like that. And the fact that this has that, where is it? UV cleanser is definitely a plus. But I know there are a lot of them on the market. You just have to do your best to pick one out. This one had the right price and it was at Costco, and I'm a Costco member, so it's the one I ended up going with. I did look at other ones on Amazon that had similar capabilities, and they all had pretty similar ratings overall, around 4.5 stars. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day. Hope to see you next time here on Computer Tech and More.